Okay, Nick, so this is the sheep from my last load of pigs then. Can you tell me a bit about it?
Well, you can tell by looking at the sheet, there's very little red on it, which
Yeah.
means most of what you were trying to do, you achieved. And 91% of the pigs ended up in the contract weight range, in what we call the optimum box.
Right.
So that is a good achievement.
Okay, yeah, because I focus mainly on my dead weight and my back fat. They're the two things that I understand to be the most important.
The important thing about, if you're concentrating on the weight, is to make sure there's not too much variation in the
Right.
batch of pigs.
How can I see on here whether I've got variation
Well,
then?
there's on the statistics box, there is deviation on weight,
Okay,
and if that's too high, you'll get too many overweights and too many underweight pigs.
right, okay.
And overweight pigs cost a lot of money.
Yeah, okay, yeah, because my contract will take me up to 100 kilos dead
Yep.
on balls and gills, won't it? So anything over that, I'm going to get penalised for in price.
The contract box is actually 60 kilos dead weight to 100 kilos dead weight, and is 14 millimeters P2
Right.
on the back fat. So it's quite a big weight range, but if pigs are growing fast, the likelihood is that some can go overweight if you're not careful.
Yeah.
So by reducing the variation, you're reducing the number of overweight and underweight pigs you're going to get.
Right. Well, on this unit here, we weigh our pigs on a weekly basis. So we're weighing for slaughter 2 weeks before we're clearing the room, and we're marking up pigs that are of the right weight range to go the following week, and we're also marking up pigs that will be, after they've grown, a set amount of the right weight to go
Right.
the following week, and then we clear the room. So that generally, we don't tend to have pigs, I think, you may tell me otherwise, but we don't tend to have pigs overweight, but our underweight ones would tend to be where we've had to clear the room, and you have a pig that hasn't performed as well.
What we find with the producers that hit the box, get a high percentage of pigs in the box, they weigh pigs like you are weighing.
Right.
Then some people will pick pigs by eye, and the important thing there is that they know what those pigs, after the pigs are slaughtered, they know what weights those pigs have achieved,
Right.
so that they can ascertain whether they're doing a good job on it or not.
Yeah. Okay, the other thing we do on site here to try and give a more uniform growth is when we move them from our weaners, we split the pens down, and then I group up the large pigs into one pen and the small pigs into another pen. So I can then feed them individually, and hopefully we can increase the growth on one lot and maybe reduce it a little bit to not go over probe on the other lot.
Well, that's exemplary in that if pigs have a wide variation when they go into a pen, you will find that variation will get wider as the pigs grow bigger.
Right. Yeah.
So if you even the pigs up going into the pen, the chances are you will reduce the amount of variation in the group
Right.
when it comes to take the pigs out of the pen for slaughter.
Okay, what about condemnations then, Nick? Because I see I've got one condemned on here.
You've got one pig condemned, overall totally condemned pig, but there were also 5 pigs that had small level of condemnation.